If you've ever been to southern Brazil, you've likely seen, or at the very least heard of, this tree, Eugenia pyriformis, also called Uvaia. Uvaia is a native of southern Brazil's Mata Atlântica, where it is ubiquitous in the region. Its fruits are often harvested from the wild and processed to make jams, jellies, wines, and other sweet treats. The fruits themselves are golf ball sized and can have a sweet, tart, or sweet and tart taste, depending on the variety. While significantly less popular in the US and in their home country, Uvaia does have a place in American gardens. It is both a tropical and subtropical fruit tree, which means that it can handle some cold down to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. It is also an interesting collector species, but does come with some challenges, which is why this video exists. When people think of Brazilian fruit trees, their mind often wanders to the ultra-tropical. However, in the case of Uvaia, this is not true. Uvaia tends to grow as an understory tree, and while it likes direct sun, it does not appreciate the blazing hot sun of South Florida and Southern California. However, Uvaia doesn't like being in complete shade either, meaning that a location like this is not suitable. Instead, aim for somewhere where the tree may receive 4 through 8 hours of direct sun daily. It prefers morning sun opposed to the hotter afternoon sun. I have chosen to plant my tree here, in a grassy patch where it may receive ample sunlight. When it comes to soil culture, Uvaia has similar preferences to other Brazilian Eugenias, preferring a slightly acidic soil in the 6 through 7 pH range, however, tolerating something higher in the 7 through 8. Well-draining soil is a necessity, and Uvaia has a near necessity for a high amount of organic matter in its soil. Uvaia, while typically an understory tree, can attain significant sizes. In Brazil, they tend to grow between 20 and 40 feet tall. However, in the US, they likely grow significantly smaller than that. Multi-branched specimens like this one also tend to develop a much more shrubby appearance, becoming large, dense thickets rather than trees. Regardless, a young Uvaia should be given its space, with consideration that it may become a small tree or medium-sized tree with a globulous crown. Uvaia tends to grow in areas with moderate but consistent rainfall, meaning that while it does not appreciate being waterlogged, it does prefer to be moist, and would appreciate a good watering during a dry spell. Conclusively, that is all you need to know to take care of a young Uvaia. If you do everything correctly, it should flower and produce fruit within the first 2 to 4 years of its life.